From a highly influential CD from our own Chris Aiken. That is the Mob Rules Black Sabbath with the Sign of the Southern Cross. Your first foray into heavy metal.
That's right.
Got away from Whitney Houston and Madonna and the Flock of Seagulls.
Yeah, that's about what happened too, man. Is I really transformed over once I got my hands on the Black Sabbath, man. Really turned me around.
The Culture Club couldn't hold a candle to them anymore.
Yeah, no. After that, after listening to that here in Dio, it was pretty hard to go back to Boy George.
And your father said, "What is this fucking shit you're listening to?"
Yeah, put on some Lionel Richie, stuff I like around the house.
Yeah, pal.
Sadly, I still listen to that stuff too. I was listening to fucking what is that album that Lionel Richie? I know you don't know. Lionel Richie's big album that had like Stuck on You and
is that the one that's Walking on the Ceiling?
No, that was the one after.
Oh, Dancing on the Ceiling.
Yeah, that was the one after, but this one had All Night Long and Hello and Stuck on You and all these fucking really, really cheesy songs.
Yeah, I was not, when I worked in a record store when that stuff was popular, and boy, I did not like Lionel Richie.
Really?
No.
Yeah. Did you like the Commodores before him?
The only Commodore song that I really knew was that 'Cause I'm easy like Sunday morning.
Yeah. What about Brick House?
Yeah.
She's your brick.
Yeah, she's built like a brick shit house.
Got a big old dumper. That's what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's weird though because the Commodores were kind of like, I don't know, like a dirty blues band.
Mm-hmm.
Like not blues, but dirty blues R&B, I guess.
Yeah.
And then Lionel Richie came out, and he was like sweater-wearing music. It was totally softer.
Yeah, well, I mean, he capitalized on a audience that, he sold a shit ton of records during that period.
Yeah, and I guess the Commodores did, because they did have Easy, and they also had, what was that? You're once, twice.
Yeah, three times a lady.
Three times a lady.
Yeah.
So they had a couple of those ballads, but boy, Lionel Richie took it to another level.
Well, and he was successful with that formula.
And he's still out there touring every once in a while. He's still out there making money singing those songs. So, good on him.
Mm-hmm.
Another old guy.
With a hot daughter.
Oh, what was her name?
Nicole Richie.
Nicole Richie,
yeah.
Yeah, she was definitely the more fuckable one on The Simple Life. Who would you rather fuck, Nicole Richie or Paris Hilton?
Nicole Richie.
Yeah, I think I would too.
I don't think Paris Hilton's that attractive.
Oh, no, that's not crazy.
I don't really find anything attractive about her aside from her untold riches.
Yeah, her riches. She has some average skills. That's the real turnoff is watching her porn. She has average skills, but she's cute and she's dumb. But she also pretends that she's dumber than she is, which is kind of hot. When you watch her goofing around on her porno tape, yeah, she seems. And I've interviewed her, which is weird, but I actually interviewed Paris Hilton, and she was totally fun. She was a fun conversation, actually.
Well, so, I'm not speaking to her personality. I just, I've seen Paris Hilton a million times, and she just doesn't do a thing for me.
What happened to Nicole Richie? Where'd she go? I haven't heard her name in 10 years.
I don't know.
Let's see if she's doing anything. Let's see. Nicole Richie. Let's see.
Wasn't she tangled up with Charlie Sheen for a while?
Was she? Oh, boy, I don't want to hear that.
Richie Sambora or somebody?
I don't know. She's in the fashion world now. No wonder we don't know anything about her. She's designing clothes. She began dating Joel Madden of Good Charlotte. That's all I'm seeing about her. She had some health issues, I guess, and some legal issues. Yeah, I don't see anything about her dating anybody famous or anything. But I guess she's doing. I'm looking at her thing. She looks like she does like one episode of like a show here and there once a year. Her dad probably makes her fucking work at least one day a year to get her share of the trust money.
Yeah, you got to show your worth. I'm not just going to support you.
So once a year she goes and acts in a show. Too funny. Yeah, she's definitely living a good life, though. Got that fucking Lionel Richie money. That's got to be a lot of money.
Well, you know the one that really surprises me, or one that's just hard to believe, even though it is true, is that Tori Spelling.
Oof.
Her dad, had buku bucks.
Yeah.
And she got nothing.
She got nothing. And boy, talk about a tit job gone wrong. Whoa. If you I'll challenge anybody in the chat room if they want to get to that. Just feel free to throw in some pictures once you Google Tori Spelling bad tits. Oh my God, you could drive a train through that fucking track between her big old fucking melons. She looks awful though. Her face looks awful. Her tits look awful. She did not age well at all.
No.
She wasn't that hot, really. No. I never thought she was that hot in the first place.
Yeah, she kind of had a fish face.
Yeah, she got on that show. Because it was weird because she's on that show with some really good-looking broads, and it made her look really fucking ugly. That 90210. What's her name? Was that Shannon Doherty that was in that show?
Yeah, she was on there for a while.
Yeah, Shannon Doherty was on there for a while, and she was pretty hot. And the other blonde girl, Jenny Garth, was pretty hot. And then you had Tori Spelling, just looked like the ugly chick that they fucking hang around with on a bet. And they always tried to make it out like somebody was trying to fuck her. Nobody was trying to fuck her when they had those other two around. Get the fuck out of here. She's the one that if there's a bar, if you're at the bar and there's three chicks around, once the other two get picked off and it's 2:00 in the morning, then you go on after her.
Right.
Just because she'll go home with anybody so she doesn't have to go home alone. Yeah, look at that. Look at that fucking crater in her chest.
That crater.
Look at it. Look at a picture of Drew Patterson in the chat room.
Yeah, I see that.
Dude, that looks like a deformity.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's almost like they removed her sternum or something.
It does. Looks like they fucking cut the hole for her trach.
Now, is that a picture D put in the chat room? Is that her?
That's her.
Holy shit. I would have never recognized her.
Yeah, she looks like Madam, the puppet.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the puppet's name, Madam?
Yeah, Madam and Waylon.
Yeah, Madam and Waylon. She looks like that puppet.
Yeah.
Ugh. Boy.
Ouch.
Yep. Look at everybody throwing in the pictures of her awful tits. They are terrible.
Wow. That is bad.
It looks like I guess that would be her left tip, but it's on her right side in the pictures. It looks like it's like popped or something, and it's like there's like a flap hanging off of it on the inside.
Well, it looks like it's deflated right at the top.
Yeah. Look at the one where she's in the blue shirt, the Wiggles posted in there. It looks like there's like a piece ripped off.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's like the left boob is deflated near her chest.
Yeah, ran out of fluid.
Yeah. We didn't get to pump this one up.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Well, speaking of Tits McGee.
Okay.
I was flipping through Netflix this week, and I decided, I was talking to a coworker, and I decided to check out Insatiable.
Okay, yeah.
With your girl, Alyssa Milano.
Yeah.
Boy, you talk about at least the first episode, but I watched maybe 5 episodes.
Okay.
But the first episode, she's got those boobies flopping out in every scene.
I love that.
So
I don't love that, though. Wiggles, stop. Look at that. Oh, goodness. Look at the picture Wiggles just put in there.
Yeah, I see that.
Good God, that looks like some old lady.
Yeah. Ouch. Yeah, not good.
And there's Madam.
Yeah. That's her.
or is that Tori Spelling?
Yeah.
Can't tell.
Well, what a shame.
Too bad. But no, I did watch a couple episodes of Insatiable, and you're right. She has those big old boobies out for everyone to see.
Yeah, no kidding.
Love that.
Now, do you agree with me? I was telling you that from one angle, she looks like a middle-aged old lady, and from a straight-ahead angle, she still looks like she's pretty youthful.
Who? Alyssa?
Alyssa.
Yeah, oh yeah.
In the show. I mean, she's got that kind of like that middle-aged old lady haircut.
Yeah.
And then, from the side profile, she looks like she's pushing 50.
Yeah, well, from the side, you see all that worry about fucking women's rights and fucking Kavanaugh and everything.
Right.
You see all that stress that she's had. But yeah, looking dead into her face. She's one of those that you'd be like, you'd be banging her and you'd be like, this is the fucking best. And then you wake up the next morning and be like, oh man, what did I do?
when God's flashlight comes shining through the window.
Yeah, exactly. Once the buzz wears off, you'd be like, oh, dude.
Yeah, but she definitely, she's got those big boobies out in that, at least the first episode.
Yeah, she's got a rocking body, man.
Yeah, well, yeah, I agree. But boy, I'll tell you, I was just like, holy shit.
Dude, I watched a pretty good show. I don't know if it was this week or last week. Did I talk about Stacked yet?
No.
It's some show that was on Fox for a minute, and it had the dumbest premise ever. Did we talk about Pam Anderson last week?
Not that I recall, no.
I must have talked to somebody about Pamela Anderson, because it sent me on this quest to find anything that she was in. And I found this show called Stacked. It was on Fox in 2005. Do you remember this show at all?
I don't. 2005. Where was I? Well, I was here. No, doesn't ring a bell.
It was actually a pretty decent show. So it was written by the guy that wrote Just Shoot Me and wrote Modern Family lately, and he wrote this show called Stacked, and it's about Pam. Pam is this hot chick that works in a bookstore.
Okay.
And the premise sounds stupid. It's kind of like a Friends type of a show.
Okay.
But she was really, really good on it. Really funny, really hot. They played up the fact that she was super hot, so she was constantly coming into work late because she was fucking this rock star or that rock star and whatnot, on the side, that she was everybody's piece of ass groupie and shit. And just a fun show. I was stunned that she was as good of an actress as she was, because you don't think of Pamela Anderson as being able to act at all. She was terrible in Barbed Wire and Naked Souls and any other movie that she ever did.
Well, she was on that lifeguard show, right?
And she was terrible in that too. She just was. The only time that show was ever good with her is when she was running.
Yeah, Baywatch.
Yeah, when you could see those titties bouncing. But good show, man. I was surprised at how good that show was.
Are you sure you just weren't enamored with Pam?
I really wasn't, because the rest of the cast who were not attractive were very funny. It was a funny show, man. It was pretty good. Not terrible.
Okay.
That one was good. Then I watched another good one today. I don't know if you've seen this or not. It just hit Netflix, called Bad Blood. Have you seen this?
I haven't seen it, no.
That's worth a watch. It features Kim Coates, that was Tig in Sons of Anarchy.
Right.
And he's playing like a mobster guy. It's fucking good.
Okay. I'll look that one up.
Dude, the best, I'm only going to tell one little piece. I'm not even going to tell the plot, because you got to kind of watch it to get it. But he has this one biker guy that won't give up some information. So he hangs him upside down on a hook in a garage, and he moves the hook out to the end and then has a truck run into him.
Oh boy. Okay.
Wham! I was like, holy shit. Totally loved that. So that's a good one to watch. And then there's another on Amazon. Dude, I've been TV watching today. That's about all I did today. On Amazon Prime, there's a Ted Bundy movie.
I did see the preview for that.
I know it wasn't funny, but I laughed and laughed through it because fucking the way they showed Ted Bundy killing the women made me laugh. And I know it shouldn't be funny, but I was cracking the fuck up because he would just whack them in the face with a fucking with a tire iron. And it was almost comical. He would just be like, thump, and they would just fall dead. And every time he thumped one of them, I just laughed my ass. I felt bad because I knew that it wasn't supposed to be funny, but it cracked me the fuck up just watching him thump people.
Yeah, it's probably akin to Chet on Weird Science whacking him in the head with a shotgun barrel.
Yeah,
tink.
Dude, did you see the movie? Or you saw? No, you didn't watch Oz, did you?
No.
There's a scene in Oz where they have the one guy Graves or whatever his name was that killed his parents with a claw hammer.
Okay.
And they show the scene where he just walks in and goes dink dink, and they both drop dead. It was like that with Ted Bundy with every kill. I was laughing my ass off.
Because it was just kind of absurd.
Dude, this movie, I think it was supposed to be serious, but I just laughed my way through the whole movie. You know, they kind of were exploiting the fact that he was this weird, sick fuck. You know, he had this weird sexual fetish thing.
Mm-hmm.
But they kept showing his weird sexual bullshit of fucking these chicks before he killed them. And I was laughing at every one of those scenes because it was so fucking absurd.
Right. Well, yeah, they didn't depict it very well. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't, it wasn't scary. It was just kind of ridiculous.
It was. And then what was even more weird about this movie was they had to be 10 minutes of film time in this hour-and-a-half movie showing the police right before he got electrocuted, packing his asshole with fucking cotton.
You know, I actually saw that movie. Now that I recall, I did see that.
Did you see this?
Yeah. The guy walks up to him and he kind of like surprises him.
Yeah,
and he starts dipping the cotton balls in Vaseline.
And that Vaseline.
Yeah. I did. I saw that movie.
Yeah, it was that not like weird how much time they put into packing his asshole?
Yeah.
I mean, literally, I'm not even kidding. It's at least, no lie, 5 minutes, and I think more like 10, that they spent showing him cutting his hair, packing his asshole full of cotton, and then putting the adult diaper on him.
Right.
And it was like, why are they showing us this? You know, why are we getting this much coverage of them packing his asshole?
Well, maybe there's like some kind of a left-leaning message there about look how cruel and unusual punishment this is.
Maybe it was, but they spent less time on the actual kill.
Yeah, well, you can't feel sorry for the victims. You got to feel sorry for the guy who did it.
No, but even when they killed him, that electrocuting him only took about a minute. You know, they only electrocuted him for a minute, but they packed his asshole for a good 10.
Yeah, I recall seeing that movie actually a couple years ago.
It's really kind of an odd movie. And Eddie in the chat room, the name of the show with Kim Coates is Bad Blood. Really good. I watched like half of it today. Really, really good. So, anyway, I know you came out to talk about something, and I know I just took this over.
That's all right. That's all right. We always got time to talk about titties.
Of course.
All right. Well, I shared this one with you earlier this week, and again, this is the direction our country or society is heading toward.
Okay.
Hang on a minute.
Maybe.
Wendell, this is your boss, your employer. I command you to come back to work. The Penske files are piling up on your desk, and your TPS reports are overdue. I will forgive your absence because you are a radio jockey. but you must kiss all 4 arms of Ganesha and bring me 1 pound of curry as penalty. I will expect your service Monday morning. Do not disappoint me, Wendell.
Time for a little Indian Tales here.
Awesome.
Former Saturday Night Live writer Nimesh Patel got kicked off the stage at the Columbia University for inappropriate stand-up comedy.
Oh, no.
Inappropriate. Well, we know somebody got offended.
Mm-hmm.
Comedian Nimesh Patel took his gig at Columbia University's Culture Shock Reclaim event a bit too literally, apparently. The former Saturday Night Live writer was kicked off the stage by student organizers 30 minutes into a set of jokes that were deemed homophobic and racist.
Aw, poor little sweethearts were offended.
Homophobic and racist.
Yeah, shut up.
Columbia's Asian American Alliance, that's AAA, invited Patel to perform at the annual charity showcase, which aims to provide a platform for Asian American artistic expression.
Wow.
And to break through harmful stereotypes.
Okay.
Now I gotta wonder, you know, the just that comment alone, harmful stereotypes.
Yeah, there's nothing harmful.
Yeah. What harm is going to happen?
Yeah. And how about this? If it wasn't true, then it wouldn't be believable.
Right.
You know, if I said that Indians were, I don't know, were giving with their money, that would never take shape as a stereotype. Would it? Would it ever take that stereotype ever flourish? Why not? If I said it every time we did the show, oh, the Indians, the most generous people in the world, would that stereotype ever take hold?
No.
Why not?
Because it's not true.
There you go. So there's truth in the goddamn stereotype.
According to the Columbia Daily Spectre, Patel's performance featured commentary on his experience living in a diverse area of New York City, including a joke about a gay black man in his neighborhood, which the AAA officials deemed inappropriate.
Oh, no.
Patel quipped that being gay cannot be a choice because no one looks in the mirror and thinks, this black thing is too easy. Let me just add another thing to it.
Okay, not a funny joke, but realistic. And that's what they were upset about.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, you know, it's just like, yeah, being black isn't easy. How can I complicate my life even more?
Yeah,
I know I'll be gay too.
It's not especially funny, but I mean, my God, I don't think it's hurting anybody.
Members of the AAA then interrupted the performance and denounced his material about racial identities and sexual orientation.
Boo!
The group gave him a few more moments for closing remarks, but Patel pushed back, saying none of his jokes were offensive.
Good for him.
He purportedly claimed that he was simply exposing the audience to ideas that would be found in the real world.
Okay.
Patel's microphone was cut from off stage as he exited. Pull the plug! He's saying stuff that's hurting my ears.
Yeah, those words are going to make me hate people.
No.
Shut it.
The AAA defended its decision to give Patel the boot. Patel's remarks ran counter to the inclusive spirit and the integrity of Culture Shock, and as such, the choice was made to invite him to leave.
They invited him to leave.
They invited him to leave.
Okay.
You can leave now. We're all offended.
Yeah.
Since when is comedy supposed to be non-offensive?
It's supposed to be offensive.
It is. Otherwise, it wouldn't be funny.
That's exactly right.
The group wrote on their Facebook page, we acknowledge that discomfort. Here's the one that people throw around way too liberally. and the safety.
Right.
Where is the safety aspect here?
I don't know. I don't know where there's unsafeness.
Well, that's the whole thing. It says, well, we need a safe space. We need to be worried about our safety because somebody told an untoward joke.
Yeah.
The safety.
I don't know. I have no idea.
We acknowledge that discomfort and safety can coexist. However, the discomfort.
Discomfort. Shut up.
What do you act like you're sitting on hemorrhoids or something? I can't sit still in this chair. I'm very uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The worst part about it is they act like hearing the words are like Hitler having a speech convincing the Nazis to kill. Instead of just having commentary, whether it's funny or not. You go to a when you've been to a comedy club, 50 times in your life?
Easily.
Okay. Have you ever gone there looking for knowledge?
No.
No one goes to the comedy show looking for knowledge. It's all fucking absurdity. That's what comedy is. It's taking something that is sort of real and perverting it a million times to find a funny way to present it.
Yeah, it's to make the normal absurd.
Yes. Or to show the absurdity of the normal.
Right, exactly.
A or B. It's not meant to be your news. It's not meant to be how you live your life. What kind of fucking idiots are going to comedy shows? And what kind of idiots were in this crowd?
Well, it was college-age kids.
Yeah, like I said, idiots. They're so fucking looking. They're just so in tune now. They're not in tune to enjoying anything.
No, everything's got to be a downer now. All the fun is sucked out of everything.
I don't think it's even being a downer. I think that the only thing that these kids, this generation is looking for is a reason to bitch. I saw everything this week. This week was like a haven of ridiculousness between the Baby It's Cold Outside song. Did you see now that some fucking high school won't let them have candy canes because they're shaped like J's, which could mean Jesus, and therefore they got to be banned
right
from a school?
Yes.
Candy canes. And, it's like everybody is just looking. If you're looking at a candy cane and thinking that there's some religious fucking message to that, you're a fucking idiot. You're just a fucking idiot. And the fact that is actually out there right now is just showing that everybody is only looking for a reason to bitch. That's the only thing they're doing now. They're just looking for a reason to bitch. They're not looking for anything real. They just want to complain. It's fucking sickening.
Yeah, it is. However, the discomfort that Patel caused was unproductive in this space, AAA added. We deeply apologize for inviting him in the first place.
Ugh. Yeah, pathetic.
The audience members were reportedly split over the AAA's decision to remove Patel. Patel has yet to comment on the event. The 32-year-old comedian was the first Indian-American writer for SNL, but he left after last season. He has since been nominated for an Emmy Award for outstanding writing and has opened for comedians such as Chris Rock.
He's the guy that was on the bumping mics thing, wasn't he? Didn't they bring him up on stage?
I don't know if they did or not, to be honest with you.
They brought up some Indian guy, and it wasn't Aziz, so I thought it was him.
It could have been him.
I mean, I don't know. Are there other Indian comics?
I don't know.
I really don't know either. But I thought it was him. But yeah, these kids are fucking douches. Enjoy your miserable life, you fucks.
Yeah.
Honestly, just enjoy your miserable life. Stay out of mine, you cunts.
Well, anyway, getting back to being offended.
Mm-hmm.
Comedian Kevin Hart made news this week that he passed on hosting the Academy Awards
Mm-hmm.
because he would not apologize for some tweets he made like 10 years ago.
Yeah, but then he did.
Well, he did later, yes.
What a pussy. What a fucking pussy. Honestly, Kevin Hart is a pussy. I can't... He did it the right way and then chickened out.
Yeah.
His goddamn manager or somebody got in his ear and he fucking pussed out. Yeah, what a pussy.
Yeah. Kevin Hart has been tapped to host the 2019 Academy Awards, which could shape up to be the most diverse to date, with many films featuring, well, the all-important LGBT characters.
Oh, good.
Being honored, and as the internet reacts to the news, an old joke the comedic actor made about not wanting his son to be gay is being recirculated.
Okay.
In Hart's 2010 comedy special, Seriously Funny, he did a bit that had him saying that his biggest fear was his son growing up and being gay. Keep in mind, I'm not homophobic. I have nothing against gay people. Be happy, do what you want to do. But me, as a heterosexual male, if I can prevent my son from being gay, I will. I would say that a majority of heterosexual people probably feel the same way.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
He then launched into stories about his son, then 3, having his first gay moment with a friend and how he needed to nip it in the bud, which is what fathers do, by screaming at him, "Stop it, that's gay." That's kind of what we were talking about last week or the week before about where father's importance come in.
Yeah, sure.
To kind of, direct you in the right direction.
Of course.
Hart has since spoken about the joke, telling Rolling Stone in 2015 that it was really about his own insecurities as a parent. Again, reiterating he's not homophobic and saying he wouldn't tell that joke today because when I said it, the times weren't as sensitive as they are now.
But that is so true. It's he didn't do anything wrong. He told a joke that was appropriate. That was an appropriate joke in the time that he told it.
Right.
So for him to be held accountable for it now is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
But him apologizing, I don't care if his manager told him that this could cost him money or not. He should have never apologized to her.
I agree.
He should have just said, you know what? Fucking live with it. Unbelievable that he fucking caved in. What a bitch.
Yep. But with Hart the face of the show in a year that could be an LGBTQXDYZ Oscars bonanza, some people are asking whether he is the best pick. Here are some of the comments raising the issue. One of my biggest fears is my son growing up being gay. That's a fear. Keep in mind, I'm not homophobic. Be happy. Do what you want to do. But me, as a heterosexual male, if I can prevent my son from being gay, I will. Kevin Hart is going to be hosting the Oscars on a year that is set to honor many films that have queer characters.
Yeah.
Hart has said that one of his biggest fears is his son being gay.
Yeah.
Pretty sad.
So don't watch.
Anyway.
If these fucking actors are so upset about it, don't accept the award if he hands it to you.
Right.
Say, fuck you, dude. I'm not going to accept it from you. Enough with this fucking bullshit that everybody has to have this conformist opinion.
Right.
Fuck off with your conformity.
Well, again, if you have a different opinion, then you're wrong.
Yeah, if you don't conform, you're bad.
Yeah.
Eat shit. How's that? Conform to that.
Again, Hart has spoken about the joke more than once. In 2017, he told Parade, I had one gay joke in my career, and it was about my son at a birthday party. It was before things got as PC as they are now. As for the backlash, I get it, Hart said. At the end of the day, people are people. Attacking is attacking. He ended up saying unequivocally, obviously, there is nothing wrong with being gay. Reps for both Hart and the Academy haven't yet responded to requests for comment. However, Hart is used to criticism, and we can expect he's not completely surprised by remarks aimed at him after landing his super high-profile gig, a dream come true for the star. In fact, just the other day, he wrote on Twitter, "Why is it so hard for people to find better things to do than to be negative? Being angry is easy. Find happiness within yourself is what's tough. I challenge everyone to find happiness in yourself. Fuck negativity." And following the host announcement, he replied to a fan who said it was hard to look past the negativity by writing, "That's what makes the winning more fun."
Does it?
Yeah. Last week, Hart was given a hard time over throwing his younger son a Cowboys and Indians-themed party. You can't do that now either.
No, can't have that.
He addressed the topic, but I didn't apologize to those who felt the party was culturally insensitive.
Right.
He actually did the opposite, saying the controversy shows just how stupid our world is becoming with opinions. People are at a point of an all-time high. To throw a racial judgment into the development of a 1-year-old's birthday party where the theme is cowboys and Indians, he called the whole thing dumb shit. Right. Well, we just need more people who will stick to their guns and not apologize.
Now, Kevin Hart has a history of apologizing, too. Didn't he apologize to his wife, too? Like, publicly apologize to her?
I don't know.
I think he did. Let me look.
Well, everything boils down to money.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, if there was no money on the table and there was no loss of career or future opportunity, people would never apologize. But everybody's so afraid about having their wallet emptied out that it's just like, oh, I better apologize.
Right.
Even though I don't really mean it. I just need to satisfy the people who will line my pockets when the time comes.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah, he did apologize to his wife, by the way. He had to his wife made him make a public apology. This guy's a bitch.
What did he say or do about his wife?
Let's see here. Kevin Hart posts a lot of messages on social media, blah, blah, blah. Comedian Hart, who has starred in Central Intelligence, Get Hard, and Ride Along, issued an apology to his wife and kids for an error in judgment that he says someone is using for financial gain. So he fucked another chick and she's trying to blackmail him, is what I'm going to guess.
Okay.
I'm not perfect. I'm not going to sit up here and say that I am or claim to be in any way, shape, or form, he says. And I made a bad error in judgment. I put myself in a bad environment where only bad things can happen. And they did. And in doing that, I know that I'm going to hurt the people closest to me, who I've talked to and apologized to. That would be my wife and my kids. Ugh. Yuck. Dude, if you apologize to your wife and your kids and they're the most important, why do you have to go to social media then?
Well, because you have to do that.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
You have to tell your millions of followers that you apologize to your wife?
Yeah.
That's
where it all happens. Social media, it's the end-all be-all of existence.
I guess that dude must just love apologizing.